With followers from around the world, social media phenom Mandy Hale has made a name for herself as the voice of empowerment for single women everywhere. She rewrote the rule book about singleness, encouraging women to believe they are enough. We are so happy to have Mandy Hale joining us today to talk about your new book, You Are Enough.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here.
A lot of women don't believe that, do they?
They don't. I think that we live in a culture, unfortunately, where we're getting a lot of negative messages coming at us from all sides, social media and television, and even when we open up the magazines, we're seeing all these things about, making us feel you're not pretty enough, you're not skinny enough, you're not smart enough. So I really wanted to write a book to remind women that they are absolutely exactly as they are 100% enough.
Yeah. The way that women follow you on social media is pretty remarkable. You have a great relationship with all the folks that love your books and love your blog and all that. And I think one reason is because you're so vulnerable. You actually share when you're at rock bottom in your life.
Right.
And that's part of this book. Tell us about that.
It is. And I think I went through a period of time a couple years ago where faced several pretty intense life challenges, and it led me to a season of darkness. I went through anxiety and depression, and I really wanted to just be really open about it in the book and share my story and kind of talk about how I came out of that. And I think it's really unique in that, I'm always the one kind of speaking positivity and inspiration to women, and I found myself in a season where I needed people to speak that to me. And I think it's really given me just the opportunity to have such a more real connection with my readers and actually be able to talk to them about things that they're going through, because I've now been through the same exact thing. So.
Sure. So what do we do when we feel like we're in a season of darkness, when we're dealing with heartbreak?
Well, I'm a big believer in therapy, for one, but I think particularly after a breakup, I always say there's no better way to figure out what you want out of life than after a breakup. It's almost an opportunity to hit the reset button. So I think take some time to yourself, don't rush into another relationship, reconnect with the things you love, spend time with your friends. Chances are you've lost a little bit of yourself if you've been in an intense relationship for any amount of time. After my last breakup, I planted a garden. So I think just taking opportunities to really reconnect with what you love and figuring out what it is that you want before moving into another relationship.
So you're known around the world as the single woman. You hope eventually to be married at some point, right?
I do, absolutely do. So yeah, maybe it'll one day be the engaged woman and the married woman. We shall see.
You may have to change the blog, but I think all your followers will still be there for you.
Yes.
So you're not dating anybody right now?
I'm not dating anybody right now. So single men of Nashville, bring it on.
There you go. You heard it here, folks. Mandy, thanks so much. Great to see you as always. The book is called You Are Enough. You can meet Mandy at a book signing tomorrow from noon until 2 at Barnes & Noble in Cool Springs, and from 4 until 6 p.m. at Christian Publishers Outlet in Murfreesboro. You find more details online at thesinglewoman.net. We are back